I am so glad that my friend Burke Watts is here. He's the general manager of Helitech Waterproofing and Foundation Repair. Because here's the thing I don't know, Burke, and I need your expertise.
Okay.
You know, when I'm walking around my property, whether it be spring, summer, winter, fall,
okay,
I see little cracks here and there.
Absolutely.
How do I know if that crack is going to be a super big crack and really detrimental to my house, or if it's just, you know, like an incidental crack? How do I know the difference?
So here's three things about concrete that everybody should know, right? One, it's going to get hard. Two, it's going to crack, and nobody's ever going to steal it. So with that, you have to pay attention to it because all concrete's going to crack. Your foundation, your driveway, your porch, and that. It's just part of it, right? Mm-hmm. So the big thing is, again, you want to just keep an eye on it. Mark it. Make a mental note. Take a picture with your phone, okay? This is where that crack was. If it doesn't come all the way down through the foundation wall, just goes part of the way, and it's an unfinished part of the basement, take a Sharpie, mark where it ended, right? So that way you can see, is that continuing to move? That's the whole thing about a crack, right? Again, they're all going to have them. It's whether or not that's got movement to it. So once that crack starts to move a little bit, open or shear apart or anything, or water to come through it, any of those things are real telltale signs that at that point you really need to get a professional to come out and take a look at it, such as Helitech. Well,
that's the thing, so you've got to be watching. I like your idea about putting a pencil mark or something, because then you'll know if it's moving or not. I never even thought about that.
Very simple way to do it, and that way you know how wide it is or anything else. The other thing is, if it's in the, like in the brick on the outside of your house, or if you've got some stone or anything like that, is make sure that is sealed up. You don't want water and rain getting inside of that, because that is going to exacerbate it even more. So get that sealed up so it's weather tight, and then that also gives you a good way to know has it moved anymore, because if it's opened up, then you know you got an issue. Okay,
then I'm curious now. That leads me to something else then that I've never thought about, and it might be related.
Yes.
Is if you're in your house, and let's say you have a finished basement, and it's drywalled, what about drywall cracks? Is that something to be worried about?
Yeah, so, if you've got a finished basement and you're seeing drywall cracks in that basement, you've got a sign of something really moving. Where most of your drywall cracks are going to occur, though, are going to be on the first main floor of the house.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's really where you want to be looking out for them. So anytime you've got cracks above doors or windows on the perimeter of your house, those are ones that you need to be aware of, that you probably have some type of foundation movement going on, okay? So now if you've got cracking in the middle of your house, like along a hallway or something like that, more in the inner side of the house, what you've actually got is just some supports moving, which could be very simple things to take care of and to get that snugged up. But your perimeter, things around the outside of your home, those are the ones you really want to be worried about, because if that's opening and breaking, your house is moving. And Helitech is there to help, right? That's what we're here for. You have a game plan, you have a good team, and they can help you get back and get those cracks gone. 35 years we've been doing it. We're ready. That's amazing. If somebody wants to call you for that free consultation and that 15-point inspection, what's the best way to get in touch with you? Easiest way to get a hold of us. Inspections are always free. Phone number's on the screen. Helitech online. Go follow us on social media as well for some great tips. Thank you so much. I will never look at a crack in my house the same way again after talking to you, Burke. Okay, sorry. Thank you so much. All right, thank you. Oh, gosh, it's true, though. Home ownership.
How did you change outfits so quick?
I am very... years of performing in Branson.
That's amazing.
Quick changes.
Quick change artist. I remember.
Christine.
You need to go on America's Got Talent.
And,
quick change. But that was, you know, that's a legit concern as a homeowner. I am constantly worried about liquid in the ground and seepage and what's happening in the foundation. Do you know, we lived in a neighborhood in the Ozarks, and this is not unusual, but a neighbor a couple streets over had a huge sinkhole open in their yard.
What?
It was, you guys covered it, everybody covered it. It happened a couple years ago, but it was just so random, like so much water, and that sinkhole just opened up. I mean, Natalie could probably explain the science behind that, but just wild. I mean, how scary to be living somewhere and all of a sudden have a sinkhole. So, again, back to foundations. It's just everything can affect them. And it's so weird. You never know about the problems until you're actually a homeowner. That's right. Because when you're renting and stuff, you don't have to worry about that stuff. That's right. And then you buy the house and you're like, wait, what's that? So, buyer beware, all of you. Yes. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. So much more fun on Ozarks Fox AM, including Lynn Shaw with Lynn's Warriors, coming up right after this.